What's up, people? Out here in the garage painting some bumper brackets for the Impala here. I figured I'd do a quick video. I got a couple guys that were interested in seeing how my compressor is set up and doing an update on my compressor, so we'll just take this time real quick to update my Sanborn that I got from Menards, and then I'm going to show you how I got my compressor ran and set up with filters and stuff like that, just so you guys know what I'm doing to keep water and contaminants out of my airlines. Alright guys, so first off, I just want to say that I haven't had any issues with the Sanborn compressor 60 gallon that I got from Menards. I picked this up, I want to say it was like $350 when I picked it up. And I've had it for a little while now, and I've been using it with the DA sanders. I've actually been using it even with one of these sanders that my buddy gave me. I use this on my quarter panel just to keep everything straight. And the compressor had no problem keeping up. Did a good job. The head would get a little bit hot, but what I did was, guys, I'll show you over here. I just got a cheap blower there, and what I would do is I would just put it up top here and just blow air on it just to keep this head cool so I wouldn't run into any problems. Also, if you guys can see here, I actually changed the vent out. This air intake here was a flat piece with a filter in there. I actually upgraded it to 2 of these filters, and I welded a piece of metal on there with some elbows, and this actually quieted down a little bit, but it's still able to get the same amount of air flow, so I don't have to wait longer for the tank to fill up. So that's the only modification I actually did to the compressor. I actually still have it on the pellet that it came with. I didn't put any absorbers on there. Didn't feel the need to, and I haven't had any problems since I've had it on there. Alright guys, so I'll show you my compressor setup and how I got my filters ran. First, over here, I got the outlet of the air ran with a ball valve here, so I can actually cut the air off if need be. But that's ran all the way around to this side, which goes to a Harbor Freight filter and actually valve setup here. As you guys can see, up top here is what actually controls how much air you want out of the compressor. And then there's actually a filter in here that allows you to trap some of the water, and then this is a drain at the bottom here. So this is what actually controls how much air is coming out of my compressor. Then I actually got the hose that's coming out of there, just ran up and around, and it goes to my next filter here, which I picked this up at Napa. This is supposed to be a drying filter, and this filter is just like an oil filter. It is actually interchangeable. You can put a new one in there. So I got the line running in, and then the line running out, which goes to my reel here. This reel is 25 foot long, so it has no problem reaching to the farthest part of my garage. Alright guys, so for most air tools, that's pretty much the setup I use. I don't have any problem with water or anything getting into my air tools. Now when I paint, I end up adding, I add one more filter, and this one goes right before the gun. Get these from Harbor Freight. Just a little added extra insurance, keep water out of the paint gun. But I put this right at the bottom of the paint gun, and I don't seem to have any problems with any moisture or anything getting in my primer or paint. There's one tip I can tell you guys, that only use the amount of hose that you need, airline that you need, because the more airline that you have, the more moisture you have a chance of building up in that line. So I got just about the bare minimum I need. I got extra hoses that I can add on to that if I'm ever running out to my driveway to put air in some tires or something like that. But as far as the garage area, that's more than enough hose that I need. And like I said, with this setup, I don't have any problems with water getting into the system. And if it does, it gets filtered out with the 2 filters that are inline. And then like I said, if I add this is just some extra insurance while I'm painting. Alright guys, so for those that I asked about my compressor setup, like I said, it's been running fine, no problems at all. If I need any extra cooling, I throw a fan on it just to keep it cool. I used it sanding the car on some really hot days. It was pushing 100 degrees, so that's why I used it. In some average temperatures, you probably won't need it, but any sander, DA sander, is gonna have this running more continuous. I think on here, it's actually, the sanders are only for intermediate use. Yeah, for the sanders it's only intermediate use, not constant, so you're going to want to give it a break, and so it doesn't burn up on you. Alright guys, so that's about it for my compressor setup. Hopefully that answers some of your guys' questions. It's pretty simple. I'll post some links to the filters, the Harbor Freight filter, and I'll see if I can find the filter for the Napa, the one I got at Napa. I'll post them in the description box below. If you guys are interested, click on those. Hopefully that helps you out. Alright guys, so that's it for this video. Hopefully it helped you out. If it did, hit that like button. Post some comments below. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know your setup, how you run your compressor. If you guys want more videos, or you guys are interested in what I'm doing, hit that subscription button. Don't forget to hit that notification button so you guys know when I'm posting videos. I'm going to get back to work here, so I'll talk to you guys later.